Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stassi. Thank you so much for being here today. We have another Rose Chronicle Create a Sim video. For today, it's Mike and Harrison. They are Roseville High students. They're based on two people I know in real life. I can't wait to show you how I built them in The Sims and just how they're important to the story. Let's jump in. Okay, so here we are. We're going to start off with Mike. So Mike is the same age as, Alexa and Emily, James, and Nick. He is 14, but Mike is actually based on someone I know in real life. I want to say we were friends. We were definitely friends. He encouraged me to get out of a very toxic relationship, and I can't thank him enough for it, because looking back on it, this was 5 years ago in my life, and if it wasn't for Mike's encouragement, I don't know if I would be where I am today. So I really wanted to pay homage to Mike and Harrison, and if you want to ask as well, yes, Emily was a real person that she's based on. So is James. So is Nick. So is Alexa. So is Oliver. They are based on people in my life that I've come across and experienced. So that's why another reason the story is really important to me. It's kind of it's just, seeing these characters in my mind playing a big aspect in my life, and how I can, thank them for, by putting them in my story. So anyway, so this is Mike. So he had very blonde hair. But Mike didn't wear a full face of makeup, but he definitely wore more makeup than I did when I knew him. So I wanted to pay homage to that and obviously give him that smoke eye that I give all my Sims. But at this point, I'm just kind of going through and creating an outfits. I'm creating Mike as a non-binary Sim. That's kind of what I'm going with. Now, the real Mike identified as a male, but he was a huge advocate for the LGBTQ, and if he knew I made him as a non-binary Sim, I think he'd be very happy with that. So anyways, I'm just kind of going through and just kind of giving some non-binary outfits. I really wanted Mike to have this leather moment. Mike loved leather, a lot. So that's kind of what I was going for, and kind of give crop tops and 70s vibes. That is what I was really, really trying for. Also, male Create a Sims clothing is just awful. But anyways, I'm just kind of going through and I'm just kind of, giving him some outfits. I did struggle more with Mike because I knew Mike better than I knew Harrison. Mike was very well dressed and very put together, and he was also very smart. So I wanted to try to pay homage and all of that and just, appreciate Mike. So, sorry. So I'm just kind of going through, and I was actually kind of disappointed. So a lot of the CC I have for women's makeup, it actually doesn't carry through for men's. And I kind of thought that was not okay. I think men should have the ability to have more makeup if they choose to. I hope that's something that, more Sims will introduce, or even more CC creators will have it for both genders, and just kind of have more gender neutral Sims. So anyways, I'm just kind of going through, and I was kind of playing with different hairs because I'm setting this up. Obviously homecoming is playing a huge factor in the Rose Chronicles right now. So I was just kind of wanted to play around with different hairs, and I saw Oliver's hair and I was like, no, that's way too confusing, because all my Sims kind of look the same. Also, I liked that dress, but I'm just trying to find him this homecoming outfit, and I ended up going back to it because I just wasn't satisfied. But also, I was so close to putting him in that red dress, so close. I can't even go, because what I was looking for was I'm gonna put a picture here. Billy Porter, when he had the dress and the tux, that is what I really wanted, and I tried so hard to be able to get that in The Sims, and it wasn't working out, and I was getting really frustrated. But I ended up picking an outfit. Yeah, see, I'm back to that. I kept circling back to that because I actually forgot that I downloaded that. I don't know about you, but I forget that I download CC all the time. And then I come back, I was like, oh, perfect. There's that Fred dress. I was like, ah. So I picked this. So this is a jacket. It's usually for women simmers. But I found this skirt. I was like, that looks great. I was like, no, it doesn't look as good. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to go just with have his chest out. I like that. And I'm just going through. And now I'm just kind of like, you know, adding the makeup, adding everything, and just kind of giving him, like, you know, like I get an outfit. Like I don't actually, I usually just like go with the same outfit, but I did try to put a little bit more effort into Mike and Harrison to kind of give him like those different looks. So anyways, yep, there's Mike. And then Hotwear, I really wanted to give him like, yeah, that, but I wasn't sure. And then I saw the shorts. I thought that was a little bit more funnier. And then I think just for outfit, I think I just gave him, just something very classic. And then here's just a quick look of everything. I debated about the sweater, and then I was like, no, the sweater's fine. Because like Mike also liked to wear sweaters in my life. So, and here is his, so we're about to meet, well, I guess this would be coming out for chapter 23. So yeah, he works at Uptown Dresses. So I'm just kind of creating him like a work outfit. Nothing super excited. I definitely loved that 70s look with the shirt down. I used that as well for my Max for the Arkels. But anyways, we're at Harrison. So the real Harrison had like very brown hair, but I feel like a lot of my Sims have brown hair and they're kind of getting a little interchangeable. So I kind of thought if I obviously can't make it blonde because then we would get confused with like Alexa and Oliver. So I made it red. I thought that was really fun. And I was like, no, I can't. It's Oliver's hair. And I'm like, that he kind of looks like Jason Blossom from Riverdale. And I was like, that works out fine. In the story, Harrison is just, you know, very smart. He's a football player, part of the LGBTQ, you know, just an important part to Roosevelt High. I would say Mike is going to play definitely a much bigger role than Harrison. But in Rose Chronicles, I have them dating one another. In real life, they were such best friends that they used to get joked on all the time that people thought that they were dating. So I thought it would be really fun if I put them in the game that they were dating, because like I've never met two male best friends that loved each other as much as Mike and Harrison loved each other. So anyways, so I'm just kind of going through and I'm kind of, like, you know, giving everyone their traits and stuff. For Rose Chronicles, I don't really give them any crazy traits. I do need them to be able to be happy all the time. Kind of helps out with the story. But now I'm back to Mike, and I'm back to his homecoming outfit. And I was like, okay, like there has to be something. There has to be a skirt. So I went around. I looked at CC as well. I couldn't really find anything. So I ended up sticking with just the jacket and suit, but definitely let me know in your thoughts below what you thought of Mike and Harrison. And there you have it. There's Mike and Harrison from the Rose Chronicles. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day and watching this video. I super appreciate it. I have some really cool things coming down the pipeline. I have some really fun Simmer Spotlights coming out very soon, so look out to that. I guess I should also plug my podcast. I'm like the worst at plugging it. Yeah, so I have a podcast. It's called Stassi J Unplugged, a Sims 4 podcast. It is on Spotify. Please go take a listen to it. It's just kind of just, you know, more client spotlights and just kind of having a little bit more in depth of what's going on in The Sims. So again, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day. I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Bye.